Figured I'd give you a quick update on my tomato plants. It's the end of the first week of August, and I have 3 rows of tomato plants. If you followed my other videos, I told you I was going to sucker these tomato plants and see how it worked out. Well, it's working good. Those are my habaneros. But these are my beefsteak and Amish paste tomatoes over here. One big row of those. They're doing great. The beefsteaks are about 4 or 5 feet tall. Now this middle row is my Amish paste tomatoes, and they're doing real good. I mean, as you can see, they're way over the top of my head. Most of them have fell over. I have some of these Amish paste that are over 12 feet tall. And just so you know, if you didn't see my other video, the way I prune these tomatoes is I took the suckers off until they reached the top of my trellis or my cages or stakes. And you let it grow up until you see the first set of flowers, and you go to the leaf node right below that set and you pinch off the sucker that grows out. And then I stopped suckering them all together and just let them vine out. And my thinking behind that was I'll just have one main stem coming up, so if those groundhogs come in to eat my tomatoes, they're only going to be able to eat the bottom 3 feet. The plant will grow up fast, it'll get big, and I'll have lots of food up top that the groundhogs can't get to, and it's working. These tomato plants are just loaded with tomatoes. Now right here, these here are my better boys, but there's a huge amaranth plant in the way. But having that amaranth plant there is nice because it throws that groundhog off, and I think it throws off the deer too. My better boy tomatoes are probably about 5 to 6 feet tall, and they are just loaded with tomatoes. Now, I've already picked about a bushel of tomatoes, which is 53 pounds, and I would say that the groundhogs and deer or whatever other animals come in and eat them, they have easily picked a bushel themselves. And then I had some people coming in here basically stealing the green tomatoes, and I know that they took well over a bushel because the whole bottom 3 feet of my tomato plants were stripped bare in about 1 day's time. So I know it wasn't a squirrel or a groundhog that did that because there was no evidence of eating fruit on the ground. But that's part of having a garden out in a place where you don't have, you know, complete control over it. This isn't my property, so it's just part of what I got to deal with, you know. But nevertheless, even with all that damage and the theft of the fruit, I still have plenty of tomatoes for myself and plenty to give away. So the tomatoes are doing great. Suckering the tomatoes has worked out excellent, and that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm going to try and do shorter updates and concentrate on just one plant. Anyway guys, that's my tomato plants, and you know, I don't know, all I can really say is, you know, if you're having problems with your tomatoes rotting and stuff, or if the animals are getting to them, you can always stake them up and sucker them off, as it's called, and that'll get your fruit up off the ground, and it'll also help keep it away from the groundhogs. Thanks for watching, and Thanks for all the comments and support.